Before we move to the next item on the program, once again, please, mobile phones on the silent mode, as we invite His Excellency, the President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He's also the Chairman of the National Assembly, the Civil Senator, Dr. Bukola Saraki, CON, to give his keynote address. Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Diaspora and Civil Society, Senator Rozoko, distinguished senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria here present, the Chairman, House Committee on Civil Society and Development Partners, Honorable Peter Akpatason, Honorable members of the House of Representatives, members of civil society organizations, invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start my speech, let me truly commend you all for this very impressive attendance. One feels very encouraged by this level of commitment and attendance, and truly one believes that the future of this country is really, really bright. I must commend you for this attendance. Mr. Speaker, distinguished and honorable legislators here present, leaders from the non-governmental and civil society sectors, thought leaders from the online and social media sphere, welcome to the maiden edition of the National Assembly Interactive Session. Everyone here will agree we have come here today with a determination and resolve to ensure increased citizen participation in the processes that govern our activities here at the legislature. Today's session on the 2016 budget is the first of this series of engagements, and I will assure you all that it would not be the last. As my colleagues and I have stated on multiple platforms on previous occasions at various events, the National Assembly is actively working towards repositioning its efforts. These steps, though not as complete as some of you may want, and these endeavors, which may not be as perfect as all of us may wish for, are fully intended to ensure that the National Assembly works for and on behalf of every Nigerian, and for the present and future successes of the collective Nigeria project. Ladies and gentlemen, you all agree that this reformation process must begin with accountability. This is why one of the most important undertakings of the 8th National Assembly is the adoption of our legislative agenda. What this agenda does is three things. First, it establishes the parameters and focus for our representative duties over the next 4 years. Secondly, it establishes a binding framework through which CSOs, development partners, other professional bodies can collaborate and cooperate with us. And lastly, it sets a standard for the goals we must meet and the criteria for citizenry to hold us accountable to. Over the last 8 months, we have made ambitious strides in our quest for a more effective and efficient use of our legislative resources. These endeavors have included pushing for timely delivery and passage of bills, supporting the reformation programs of the current administration, and expeditiously reforming the annual budget and economic planning process. As we have done this, we have also taken into cognizance the urgent need for inclusivity on the ground, monitoring of budget implementation. Nigeria has come a long way since our return to democracy in 1999. Undoubtedly, this road has been full of challenges. Consequently, our task as your representatives in government is to work towards the actualization of a more effective federal system of governance. A close examination of the budgets of the past 16 years shows the ineffective implementation, abandonment of projects, of course, excessive wastages that have negatively blocked the Nigerian economy, buckled the Nigerian economy. In response to this, the National Assembly has stepped up its oversight functions to ensure that funds are spent how, where, and what they were embarked for. Furthermore, as economic diversification is crucial to the success of our economy, we are working to pass laws that will boost internally generated revenues by plugging the loopholes that exist in our system and encouraging small and medium-scale business owners in our communities. Ladies and gentlemen, we know the work ahead of us is necessary. We also know that the road ahead of us will be lined with challenges. However, we also know that we cannot do this alone. We need all hands on deck for this one. In this regard, in response to citizen concerns and public expectations, the National Assembly, through this platform and various others we have set up, will continue to be accessible to you. We will work tirelessly to address your concerns. After all, we're only here because of you. Today, this maiden interactive session has been convened to allow us to explore new angles, consider fresh options, opinions, weigh in new suggestions, and on the reasonable changes that need to be made, and on the best way to forge ahead with the 2016 appropriation process. This is not only an opportunity for you to air your views, it is also a window that has been presented itself that will allow all of us to work together to pass a budget that we can be proud of. Therefore, I urge you to feel free to point out your genuine concerns about the budget. Know that your relevant input is crucial towards ensuring the efficiency and effectiveness of the National Assembly to pass a document that we can be all proud of. When the civil society of a nation is strong, loud, and empowered, we're all better off for it. When the civil society is part of the process, with seats of their own at the decision-making table, governments become more responsible and accountable. As we strive to acquire and execute critical and suitable programs that are highly beneficial to every citizen of this nation, we ask for your continued support, patience, and understanding. These sessions might appear like baby steps to some, but know that these little steps are the beginning of greater outcomes that will lead to the positive change that Nigerians voted at the polls. Again, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I once again want to thank you all for coming. I want to appeal for you to participate. Let us have your views, your contributions, as this act of government belongs to all of us. All of us cannot be elected, but all of us can participate. And your attendance today has shown that we're all ready to participate. Once again, I thank you, and on this note, let us get to work and let the process start. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.